Well, welcome to, I guess, a little face reveal. I never really planned on doing one, but fuck it, I'm bored. And I really want to talk about Gotham Knights because I just finished it. Literally right behind me, right behind you guys, the camera. The credits rolled. I just finished it, and it's not a bad game. Coming from a casual enjoyer of the Gotham trilogy, I'm pretty sure it's a trilogy with some DLC. This game I don't think fits properly. Spoilers. This is spoilers. I'm gonna give a pause for spoilers. Okay, now that the spoiler pause is gone, Batman's dead. It's not even a spoiler because they even said it in themselves, like 2 years before the game even came out. But yes, Batman does die in this, and you see it in the beginning of the game. And I'm glad they announced that the game will be pretty much like in another timeline, so it doesn't really affect the Arkham games. But you could theoretically say this could be the end of the Arkham games, which is fine if you want. I mean, that's your headcanon. And it's not bad. Not bad. Story isn't bad. I watched IGN, Kodak, I can't fucking say it, but Kodaku. I watched their review, and most of them say the story is pretty mid. And I don't really agree. I honestly thought this story was very interesting, intriguing. Character wise, it was actually pretty solid. I really liked the story. It actually kept me on the edge of my seat. Now, there were some parts, like around the end of the game, I feel like they start shoving enemies to you because spoiler alert 2, you fight Clayface, Mr. Freeze, Harley Quinn, and Batman, like the Man Bat. You fight Man Bat and those other three. And I feel like those are kind of just shoved to you just as like bosses just to be bosses. Fuck the Clayface fight. I fucking hated that. But besides the Clayface fight, everything else was pretty solid. Gameplay wise, it wasn't too horrendous. I thought gameplay wise, it was a little basic. Like compared to the Arkham games, it's like a rundown version of the Batman mechanics and the gameplay. Like you have like a burst, they call them, like the elemental burst or whatever, like artificial leap they call them, like where like Jason Todd uses the Lazarus pit to jump. When you're midair, you can hold RT for Xbox. You can hold RT and he'll jump. He'll do like a double jump midair, but you can keep repeating that double jump as to like sort of like go across buildings without having to constantly use the grappling hook. It's not bad. It doesn't, I don't think it makes sense. It kind of ruins like the aesthetic for me that like he's Jason Todd just using the Lazarus pit powers to just leap across Gotham. That is pretty basic. For a next gen game, it's disappointing. The systems are disappointing. Combat, great. I really think the combat is not bad. Could definitely use work, but it's very run down, basic, like 360 fight. There's not a lot of like combos you have to do. Like there's no like Mortal Kombat combos, or like the combos like you see in Gotham are kind of just like run down from how they were in the Gotham series. And to be honest, I don't think that's a bad system. But I think it, like for a next gen game that's exclusive for next gen, from what I remember, it's very disappointing. Graphically, this game is like maybe PlayStation 3 at most. Like at the end of the game, I think that's where all their graphical budget went, because literally at the end of the game looks like a fucking Last of Us Part 2. Like it looks really good at the end, but I feel like that's where all their budget went. Because for the rest of the game, it's pretty mid graphics. And I don't really think that's a problem. I mean, graphics are not the end all be all of video games. But if you're selling a console, the next gen console, and you're saying this is exclusive for next gen, and you're really having PS3 graphics, that's an issue. It's a big scam that we're buying a system for $500, $600, $800. I got my PlayStation for $800, and I'm having to see PlayStation 3 graphics. And speaking about graphics, the 30 frames per second lock. God forbid this is a controversial hot take, but yes, FPS does matter in a video game.
You need to leave!
Especially if it's a next-gen game. I'm sorry to burst y'all's bubbles, but I'm not going to buy a $500 to $600 console that's next-gen and still be locked at 30 frames. But even then, it's not even 30 frames. It's like 24 to 21 frames a second. So far, I've experienced 3 crashes and 5 lag spikes. And there's not even like, because it's ping. Frame drops, I mean. I've experienced 5 frame drops. To the point where it's going below 10 frames a second. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. This game is not optimized. I don't care what y'all say. FPS does matter. And this game runs poorly. It's poorly optimized. There's no way that Modern Warfare 2022 or Modern Warfare 2, we could just call it Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 runs at 120 hertz. Runs at 120. And it looks better than Gotham Knights. And there's more going on in Modern Warfare 2. And it still gets at least a solid 120. That's fucking baffling. Forza, you can get a solid 60 frames on Forza. Solid 60 on GTA. Any other game. Solid 60 on Modern Warfare 2019. You can get solid 60 to 120 on those games, but can barely pull 30 on Gotham Knights? That's fucking baffling. It's disappointing having to play a game on next-gen consoles and it runs like shit. I don't know why. I honestly just don't know why they released the game in 30 frames. So combat-wise, the game is fun. Graphically, it's pretty mid. Story-wise, it's interesting, but could use work. But it's still good. The controls are clunky. I would say the controls are clunky. I would say. The character doesn't go off your camera. It goes off where your character in the game is facing. There are moments where I want to continue a combo string onto another target, but since my character is facing the other way and my camera is facing at him, I'm just seeing my character fight off the screen since it fights off the character and not where you're looking camera-wise. Which could be an issue, but honestly, after a while, you can get used to it, and it's not that bad. Total, I give this game 6 out of 10 at most. It's like, I go on TikTok and YouTube, and I'd be seeing all these people trying to defend the game. You cannot defend this game. You cannot say this game is above a 6 out of 10. That. Another thing before I end this. I want the customization changed. I really like how you can customize your character, but I really wish what they do is instead of only locking it to presets, why can't I customize it at all of it? So you can craft certain armor sets, right? There's maybe 5 armor sets you can craft. And out of those 5, you can't mix match the 5 together. You can only mix match that one set together. It's kind of complicated. You'll understand. Just look it up. Look at the customization. But what I really wish what they would do is why can't I put a Shinobi mask on the normal Jason Todd outfit? Why can't I put an armor piece, like a Shinobi armor piece on another Jason Todd outfit? Why does it only lock to the Shinobi set? Why can't it be on another set? I really wish they allowed you to mix match outfits because I think it would look amazing. The color palettes are okay. I feel like they should just allow you to customize the character however you want. But, whatever. That's just a suggestion. It's not really game changing. It's just a suggestion. But yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed. I would love to hear your opinions on this game. But I do think that this game is at most a 6 out of 10. The constant frame drops, the crashing, the barely getting to 30 FPS, the clunky camera controls, clunky movement, clunky fighting. It's just all around a mid game. I don't know how y'all defend this. How do you, I know, y'all want to have fun and not everything revolves around graphics and FPS, but at most it's fun after 2 hours and then it gets boring. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I would love to hear your opinions. And yeah, I'll see y'all in another video.
Wait! there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
Also, there was a moment in the game. There was two moments. I have two recordings. There was moments where the enemies would, like if you played VR chat on Oculus, you know how when you press the home button on your Oculus and your character will like do like that AFK animation where they're like meditating and they have like they spin around. Yeah, they do that in this game. And I just find it funny. I like to think that like this game's just all a simulation and like they're just so scared of Jason Todd they just click out of their game and it's just the AFK animation. I'll show it here for the glitch and I'll show you here for the animation. But yeah, the game's kind of dookie.